And we are live. Dun, dun, dun. You can see Mochi right here with the Singapore flag, people. Da, 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 da. Hello. Strong and independent people of the world. Hello, Ozil05. Welcome to you. Thank you for liking the live so early on into the live. You are amazing. Let me. I shall write my name here to test the thickness. Okay. Hello, Kayla. Kayla, hello. Hello, Kayla. Welcome to you. Thank you for joining the live. Okay, Kayla is here. Amir Matson. Hello, Amir Matson. You're here also. Hello to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Ozil. You see, today we have NDP song background, people. You know, it's the season. So it'll be good to still revise, but go with the season. Yes, be strong. We shall all be strong today for our live session today. Okay. Where is that, Ozil is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ozil05 liking the live. Amazing. Thank you. Those of you who have just joined in, remember to like and share. And of course, follow us so you get notified for our upcoming live sessions, which is every day. Entire day, not entire day. Normally we start at 10:30 all the way to 7:30. Coca-Cola, hello. Coca-Cola, hi, we love Coke, as in the Coca-Cola drink. Hello to you. Welcome. Okay, everyone, today we're going through a P6 prelim paper from 2022. You see the school name right here. Once again, the revision never stops because PSLE is right around the corner, or even if you're taking the O-levels, this lesson is still very useful for you. Or if you're no longer in school, still perfectly fine. It's good to continue polishing your English skills so we continue communicating with everyone. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, people. Now, today, at the end of the live, because last time I shared some oral examination tips for PSLE, I didn't manage to finish the whole thing because it was quite long. These are reminders I give to the students across many lessons. So I shall also divide it into different live sessions with all of you. So watch until the end of the live so you hear our oral exam tips specifically for stimulus-based conversation. Wow, like that. It's too not very strong. Okay, wow, like that. Okay, people, let us start. Are you all ready? You all ready, huh? Let's start easy with our first grammar question. Let's see. Now, soldiers have been briefed on what to do. Blank, there be an emergency. Okay. Easy question. We start with an easy one. Come on, people. Drop your answers. If you think you're not sure, it's fine. I am a very forgiving teacher. You are here to learn. We shall learn from our mistakes. Oh, Kayla is very quick, says number 4. I see, number 4. May 1st. Hello, May 1st. Welcome to you. Okay, Coca-Cola is saying it should be shall. So should it be shall? You're asking, right? Okay, so we have two options, shall or should. Okay, so for this case, if you read it one more time, the soldiers have been briefed on what to do. Blank, there be an emergency. Now, there is a condition right here, and we are using a word to introduce a conditional clause. The condition is that in case there's an emergency, right? Now, one of the words here actually functions as that kind of word that introduces a conditional clause, okay? Hello, exclamation point. Okay, so to reveal your answer, you're back. What do you mean you're back? Ah, you mean I'm back, Benjamin. Is that what you mean, Benjamin? Like, it's like, I'm back, you're back, teacher, is it? Okay. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Heart. Heart. I call you Heart, huh? Because it's and then the sign that your name shows is heart. Okay, for number one, those of you who answered number four, you are all correct. Yeah. Very good. So it's actually number four. Should, correct. So should here functions as the word to introduce. Conditional. Conditional clause. So I mean left eyebrow. I mean left eyebrow. Sure, your other account cannot hear. Oh, Iman! Other account cannot hear. Thank you for flagging it, Iman. Oh my god. Other account, that means teacher Jamie's account, is it? Cannot hear, is it? So it must be this mic, huh? But the mic is light blue, ma. Then I just take any one. This one we take everything. Thank you so much, Iman, huh?
Don't use means cannot.
Oh yeah, this one cannot. Okay, how about now, Iman? Do you hear us now? You shall be our checker. Otherwise, we can pull out and plug in.
Okay,
Maybe it works. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Churcher. You're out. Thank you, Iman. Okay, so number one is number four. Very good, people of the world. People of the world, very good. But should here, remember, should has quite a lot of uses. So you can say should if you want to say that something is obligatory, right? Like you should write the paper now. You should pass the exam, right? There's a necessity, there's an obligation. But that is not the use of should here. Should stands for another word. If you actually read the sentence, it can be used as a word that starts with I. Who can tell me? Tell me. The soldiers had been briefed on what to do. Blank, there be an emergency. Especially when you give conditions, what word do you usually use? Very good, Coca-Cola. Well done. Well done. Good job. Thank you. Ozil05. Very good. We start easy, huh? Let's go to the next one. Okay. Digest the question. The doctor recommended that I blank a vision break every 30 minutes of near work. Wow. Do you all take vision breaks, huh? This is the first time I heard about this when I was preparing for this lesson. There's what you call a vision break, people. Don't keep sticking your eyes to that, glued eyes to the screens, huh? So all of you, okay, May 1st, Ozil05 says number one that I take a vision break. Why not I took? Why not I takes, huh? People, okay, think about it. Iman, hi Kara. Is it Kara or Kiera? You let me know which one is the correct pronunciation, Kiera or Kiera, okay, or none of the above. Okay, so you say it's number one, take. Now, do keep in mind, people, it says recommended, okay? For recommended, sure, how was your day? How are you excited for ending? Oh, thank you for asking how my day was. Thank you, Coca-Cola. That is so thoughtful of you. My day has been good because tomorrow no work for me. Okay, Coca-Cola, we're all excited for NDP, huh? You can hear the background music, see? Background music, NDP, ready for it. The season for to be patriotic and to be proud. Okay. All right. Now, what if you noted in the sentence, it's a recommendation, especially when you are recommending where you're giving demands, right? For demands or suggestions. For suggestions or recommendations, or for sentences like this, you actually use the subjunctive mood. Don't need to memorize the name. What I'm just saying is when you say if I were you, you say were, right? Don't you say was? Or you go and say I suggest you be quiet, like that. Or you go and say she insisted that he leave immediately. So those words leave, be, and then for this case, take. Very good. Number one. This is the correct answer. You need a subjunctive mood, especially when you are giving demands, suggestions, or recommendations, people. All right. Okay. Now, David is also liking live. Thank you, David, for liking the live. Okay. Oh, it's you. Yeah, because okay, people. Moving on. Ready, huh? Oh, people quite quick today. Very good. You're all quick with your correct answers. Okay, so you think it through and then you give me the answer. Number three. Let's go. Blank, do you expect us to blank do you expect us to complete our project within an hour? We need more time. Okay. Two, it's just Ash. Hello, it's just Ash. Welcome to you. Thank you for being here in the live. Okay, Coca-Cola, Ash, and May First are all giving me the same answer. How is it? Ozil also how? Wow, all of you in consensus. Are you all right? I shall reveal in anyone else who wants to give an answer? Okay. Drop your answers. Hello, Mercedes. Mercedes came in the live. All right. Very good. It's actually number two. Very good, Kiera. Number two. It's how. Okay. Okay. If we break this down very easily, it's pretty straightforward. Okay. Why? Why can't we use who, teacher? Who do you expect us to complete? Who, you're asking for a person, right? But the question is really asking more towards the method or the manner. Okay, so we're not looking for a person. We're not looking for someone who will do the project. It's us doing the project. Okay, so it's not a question of who, right? How about when, people? When for what? When you ask, you use the word when for when you ask what questions, huh? Starts with the letter T. It's letter T. Come on. Think about it. Okay, very good. That was quick time. Now, technically, if you think about it, if I use when here, when do you expect us to complete our project within an hour? It is grammatically wrong. Okay? So, how about where? Where is for what? Okay? It starts with L or it starts with P. Can you give me? You say where? This one very P1, huh? You should know this, huh? Very good. Good job. Location. Now, technically, if I say where do you expect us to complete our project within an hour, it's actually grammatically correct. However, they added a new sentence there. We need more time. That gives you the context. They're not asking the location, they're asking for the manner, or the method and how to go about it, correct? And so, people of the world, I always tell you when you're taking the examination, read the entire question, especially when they give you more than one sentence. Even if the blank is not in the second sentence, there is a reason why they placed it there. It's to give you more context, it's supposed to give you more information, and it's supposed to help you to find the right answer to the blank. Okay? Correct. So they don't just anyhow give you long questions, you see. There is a second sentence here, and you see it was actually bringing in a purpose to give you more context on what the right answer is for number three. All right, people, good job. All right, let's go. Number four. Number four. What is the right preposition to pair with the word envious? Okay. My elder sister is envious, blank my new dress. What? I'm not wearing a dress today, so I cannot pretend. May 1st says envious of. Is it? Okay, thank you. Kiara Ozil agreed. Anyone else? Coca-Cola, very busy liking the live. Thank you. I need you to be busy answering as well, Coca-Cola. Ronnie is looking at you, waiting for your response. Okay, now Coca-Cola actually, okay, sorry, Coca-Cola, you actually already answered. It just got drowned in the chat. All right. Okay, you're all saying, so we're looking for the word that pairs with envious. We're looking for, how come the highlight not very, so we're looking for the right word, a right preposition to pair with envious, and you are all correct. Well done. When what comes after envious blank is the object or the condition or the possession, which is the source of the envy, you say envious of. Okay, it's number one. Very good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, teacher, yeah, I'm spamming likes for you. Thank you, Coca-Cola. Now, so teacher, is it always envious of? Most of the time, yes, especially if what comes after is the object or the condition that is a source of envy. But there are some cases where you can put you can go and say, I was envious that at the sight of. Okay, I was envious at the sight of, but you see, they're still off. You just inserted a phrase in the middle, at the sight of, at the knowledge of. Okay, but most of the time, when what comes after is the immediate object or situation, which is the source of the envy, you say envious of. Okay, okay. I shall give myself the clapping sound effects. Okay, people, let's go. Number 5, halfway through your grammar questions. Let's go. Mm. This is by far blank movie that I've ever watched. Wow, Ozil 05, very quick. Mm. Coca-Cola also agrees to number 3. Kira, number 3 as well. May 1st 3. You're all in consensus. Are you all correct? Well done. Well done. Okay. Now, can you give me, okay, I'm going to raise this bar a bit higher, huh? Can you give me the keyword that told you should be using the superlative? Superlative is when it's the highest, right? There is, for example, you say pretty, right? And then you say prettier. Prettier is the comparative. That means you compare. And then prettiest is the superlative. Okay. Now, what keyword I have? Oh, shoe and Coca-Cola. Wow, wow. I am impressed. Very good. By far is actually the keywords ever. Also the keywords. This tells you you're supposed to use the superlative um, form of it. Hello, Alyssa! Welcome to you. Alyssa is here. Okay. Now, so look out for these keywords. There are, when you're fast enough to identify these keywords, it should be quicker for you to answer something and still answer it accurately. Okay, time is on your side. All right, thank you for the gift. Wow. Okay, moving on to the next half. Very strong, people. You have made it through the first half of your grammar questions. Now I'm going to pass this test with flying colors, blank. Question tag, but a tricky one. Keep in mind, do not get tricked, okay? This is question tag. We've been doing a lot of question tag questions, but this can be a tricky one. Okay, question. Tag. Coca-Cola is saying 4. Alyssa is also saying 4. I'm not going to reveal it yet. I need more people to give me the answers. Okay, Kira, all agreeing to the same number. I see. Ozil. Okay. I see what you are all thinking. Now, first things first, you have this, and then you have this. First, let's discover whether it's the statement is negative or positive. I'm going. It's I am, right? So this is most likely positive. Okay, it says, doesn't say no, it doesn't say not. Okay, that means we need a negative question tag, correct? Okay, so we can already cancel do I and am I, correct? Okay, be smart with your cancellation method. I don't know if I should join the webinar or not. Alyssa, you mean the crash course, correct? mm-hmm. You're wondering whether you should join the crash course, is it? Now, while I'm waiting for your response, there's a slight delay. Yeah. Okay, to answer your question and for everyone's information, Alyssa is talking about the PSLE Compo Writing Intensive Crash Course that we're offering on September. Now, Alyssa, here's one thing I can advise you whether you are still undecided, okay? Now, you join the crash course to, number one, make sure that you have this is supposed to help you to get a very good story bank, a good bank of stories that are highly adaptable for PSLE. Number two, this is supposed to give you an intensive summary on how to go about your time during the examination. What's the step one? What's the pre-writing process? You have to learn to unpack your compo question, right? You have to learn to pick the right pictures. And then on top of that, you have to learn to choose the right story to adapt for that kind of combo question. Okay. And even on top of that, you have to learn to plan it properly such that you are certain that you're not going to write off the topic or you'll be able to use the picture that you've chosen. So, is there a crash course for secondary school students? Coca-Cola, we had recently done a boot camp, oral O-level oral boot camp last July. Coca-Cola. Now, as for the upcoming September, we do not have, but I do encourage you, if you are interested, come for trial lessons for our secondary classes. So you get an idea on how we conduct the lessons here. I'm having Ola. Oh my God! This year already started what? Coca-Cola already started, no? How was your oral? Was it easy? Now, um, so that's it, Alyssa. There's quite a lot of help for this. The way I always tell this to my students is, for me, the PSLE Compo Writing Crash Course is like the final piece of the puzzle that you need. Whether you are at the point where, teacher, I have enough stories that I master, you need this to make sure you choose the right story, to drill yourself, to expose yourself to many types of compo questions and pictures, so that your decision making is quick and it's accurate. Yeah, it was easy, but I messed up. Okay, Coca-Cola, listen to me. However you saw the O-level oral examination performance, please do not dwell on it. It's already done. You still have a few more examinations to go. There's nothing you can do about your oral exams anymore. So, pat yourself on the back for trying your best to survive the oral examinations, but I need you to move on and continue revising for the upcoming papers. Yeah? I'm so overreacting. Noin, hello! She was here yesterday, but I wasn't doing the live. And now you're here for my live. Noin, I miss you. How is secondary life? Is it easier or harder, huh? You have to visit me here sometime and you tell me about the whole thing. I hope you've been doing well. I'm in Newtown Secondary. How's your English so far? There's quite a huge jump, right, to the requirements of you have to continue your revision. You have to continue your revision, Luin, because the jump from primary to secondary English is quite huge. Yeah, there's six genres. There's seven genres of essays that you have to learn, Luin. Plus situational writing, higher weightage now. Okay. But continue joining my live. We still do a lesson together. Okay. Now, people, moving on to question 6. We got carried away, huh? Now, so this is positive. We need a negative question tag so we can cancel 1 and 2 because these two are positive question tags. Now, of course, I am, teacher, you might be wondering, am I not going to use I am to am I not? Why is this not in the option? Okay, bye-bye. I go do science. Hello, ayo, Alyssa. You come back later. Okay, bye-bye, Alyssa. Bye-bye. Now, do you not say, am I not, teacher? Unfortunately, for question tag, this is one of the irregularity of question tags. I know some of them do becomes don't, should becomes shouldn't. However, for am I, it becomes aren't I. Okay? Aren't I? You know why? It's because am I not cannot be contracted. That's why they go for aren't I. However, do keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if in the sentence they say I am not, this one actually you say am I. Okay? Be careful with that. So when the sentence says, for example, I am not ready for the examinations, am I? That's how you say it. But if you say, I am ready for the examinations, aren't I? Okay? Keep that in mind. One of the irregularities of question tags. Yeah? Hello, 22TTH4356. Welcome to you. Okay? Number 7. Let's move on, people. Let's move on. People who work at night have to get used to blank in the daytime. Have to get used. This one very easy. Wow, Ozil very quick, huh? Get used to is always followed by what form of the words? Okay, Ozil is quick. He said, get used to sleeping. Do you agree with Ozil's answer? Mm-hmm. Coca-Cola also says sleeping. I see, I see. Who else? Yes. Who else? People who work at night have to get used to blank in the daytime. Anyone else? I need one more answer. Let's just see if someone else gives a different answer or they agree to your number 4. Get used to. Hello, Jerry Pay. Join. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the live. Okay, Kiara also says it's number 4. Uh-huh. I think your audiences are shy. Yes, it's fine. Give them some time, Coca-Cola. Yes. Please try. Don't be shy. I like the rhyme. Okay, X star. Thank you. Welcome. Okay, so your answer number 4 is actually correct. Well done. Mm-hmm. So remember, gets used to is followed by a gerund. Okay. It's followed by a gerund. So gerund is the noun version of a verb. It's ing. Therefore, we need number 4. Good job, everyone. Okay. Number 8. Let's go. Advice about possible career choices blank to the students who are interested to know more. Mhm. This one, the first challenge is for you to know whether the subject is singular or plural. So you have to find the subject. Wow, Kira is the first one who gave the answer. It's number 1, you say. So you're saying it's singular. Oh my God. Okay. Fleeting moments. Hello, welcome to you. Thanks for joining. Okay, now who else are given? Okay, Coca-Cola is saying, is it okay? Now we have 2 different answers for this question, people. Now think about it. Give me your answers before one. Okay, Ozil says number 2 as well. Okay, now think about it. Let's break down the question. The full sentence for the subject is advice about, but the main subject is actually advice. About the possible career choices. The main subject is actually advice. It didn't advise part of the students who are interested to know more. And advice here is actually singular. Therefore, the answer is ding, 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 number 1. Okay, singular. Okay. Okay, people. Now, number 9. Let's go. Blank, you continue to work hard. You will not achieve your goals. Blank, can I answer number 1, huh? Blank, you continue to work hard. You will not achieve your goals. Okay, Kiara says number 3. Ozil says number 3. Who else? Who else? Do you hear my background music? Okay, Soldier Boy. Welcome, Soldier Boy. Thank you for joining the live. Okay, so you are saying it's unless, correct? Okay, very good. The answer is number 3, unless. Okay, there is a condition there. So if you really think about it as a condition, your 2 choices is just 1 and 3. Okay, because since is either giving the reason and talking about time, despite its contrast, right? Since are you having your dinner soon? What will you be eating? Reason. Okay, contrast. Coca-Cola, I will be having my dinner after this live. What will I eat? I have not decided yet. You can suggest. Okay, you all are open to suggest what dinner can I eat for tonight, yeah? Okay. Moving on to the last number, very strong. I am proud of all of you for making it to the last number of the grammar question. We're not done yet, just the grammar question, okay? Oh, a very commonly tested question. Neither of the twins blank to join in the game, but they have offered to organize it. when you encounter this type of question and they show you neither of, they show you neither of. Usually, are you dealing with singular or plural? Carrot cake, because I want to eat it too. Oh, I shall take that into consideration. I like that option. Carrot cake is good food. Thank you, Coca-Cola. Okay, both of you and Ozil and Kiara says it's singular. You sure, ah? Sure, singular, huh? That means to say if you're all saying singular, it has to be number two, right? Your answer is number two, correct? You're all right. Good job. Neither of is always singular. That goes the same way for either of, okay? Either of and neither of. These two, singular. Okay? Well done. All right. Good job, people. You have made it through the last question of the first section of this live. Okay? The next part, you already know, I shall be testing you of your vocabulary skills. And this time around, we shall proceed with our fan. Okay, remember to follow us if you haven't yet. Then what will be if it's plural? What do you mean what will it be if it's plural? One thing you should know, Coca-Cola, is that either of and neither of are always singular. But when the partners are there, when I say partners, you go and say neither John nor, so the partner of neither nor his friends. Okay? Or you either either my classmates or my sister. So when the partners are here, Coca-Cola, it's no longer singular. It will now depend on the closest subject. Okay. So this one is my sister, it becomes is. It's my friends, it becomes are. Okay. So when the partners or the best friends are not there, because I call these best friends BFF, right? Neither nor, either or. Between and, from, to, and from. Okay. So these are BFFs. When the BFF is there, you look at the subject closest to the verb to determine whether it's singular or plural. But when the BFFs are not there, you only see either of and neither of. It's always singular. That's the structure of it. Its structure is always singular. All right? Okay, time to check your vocab. Let's see. If you don't know, it's fine. You're learning new words. Okay? And if you know, share your answers so everyone learns from you. Let's go. Number one. The culprits were fortunate to escape punishment despite the blank of their offense. Not good, and not good. Cannot do this. Okay, give it a try. The culprits were fortunate to escape punishment despite the blank of their offense. That means to say the offense must have been very, very heavy and harsh. We're looking for the what word that talks about the harshness and the seriousness of the offense, okay? Okay, so Kiara and Ozo says number one. Coca-Cola is thinking either intensity or severity, okay? Now, let me define the words for you and then reconsider your answers, huh, people? Okay, so severity is actually talking about the seriousness, okay? Or harshness of something, right? Then we have urgency, of course, when there is an immediate action that has to be done, right? Okay, there is a need for immediate there's a need for immediate action. Like when something is urgent, something has to be done immediately, correct? Okay, intensity refers to the degree. Okay, degree of force or strength. Okay, And then difficulty, of course, this is quite familiar to you already. How hard, okay, how hard something is, okay, to do. So, in the context of our question, I think we can already cancel a few choices. Something, we're not talking about the urgency of something, okay? We're also not talking about the difficulty of the offense. We're talking about the severity or the intensity of the offense. But, teacher, they seem to be both correct answers. Which one is the most appropriate word, okay? That's why I always say for vocabulary, it's always a test of the subtle differences between these words, okay? Now, in this context, do keep in mind when you talk about intensity, you don't normally use intensity to describe the nature of an offense. Normally, you use severity. Okay, so the answer is actually number one. Good job. It's number one. Okay. Now, we ready? Right. Let's move on to number 12. Kelly was blanked for her brave act in saving the drowning child. If you have been joining the live in the previous days and weeks, we have actually defined one of the words here. And it should be easy for you to know this is the answer because I have really given the definition of this word previously. That's the good thing about exposing yourselves to many practices because it is possible that a lot of the vocab words will repeat. It's presented in a different question, but same word nonetheless. So that means to say you keep practicing to actually expand your vocabulary bank. By the time you go to the examination, the words are familiar because you have already gone through them, you've checked their definition, you've been tested with these words. Okay, so hello, Yads. Okay, Coca Cola says number 3. Kiara says number 4. Ozil and Yad says number 4. I see. Now, obviously, Kelly has done a good job, right? Because she saved the drowning child. So she must have been praised, correct? So the two words closest to the word praised is actually appreciated and commended. Okay, approved is most likely to accept. Okay, approve is accept, right? Accept or agree to something. So that's not the case. We're looking for a word very close to being praised. Now, notice is like, be seen or observed. Okay, be seen or observed. But for this case, we're looking for the very appropriate word wherein Kelly was officially really given given a praise for having done something very good. Okay, so teacher, is it appreciated? Oh no, sir, I think I'm cooked for my prelims next week. I like the word I'm cooked. This is so Gen Z. You are not Coca Cola. You have to trust in yourself and make the most of your remaining time, huh? Now, teacher, is it appreciated or commended? Now, these two are very close to each other, such that they both talk about really praising someone. But there's a slight difference, okay? When you commend someone, you actually praise formally or officially, okay? Formally or officially, okay? You appreciate, something appreciate is to recognize, okay? To recognize the value. Or significance of something. Okay, so if you really want to be exact and precise with your choice of words, the answer should be Kelly was commended. She was officially and formally praised for having done something good. Okay, okay. Now, let's move on to number 13, people. Number 13. Now, your new jacket really blanked the color of your eyes. Now, so that means to say what the speaker wants to say is that someone was wearing a very nice jacket, and the color of the jacket actually, I was about to say the answer. It highlights or enhances the color of the person's eyes, the person who's wearing. Okay. Coca-Cola says brings out. You're choosing number 3. Hello, Olive. Thank you for joining the live. Remember to follow us if you haven't yet. Okay, Kiera says number 3 also brings out. O05, what do you say? What say you? Do you choose the same answer? Okay. Anyone else? Ozil says also number 3. Now do keep in mind, what do you think are we dealing with here? It's PV. What does PV stand for? When a verb is paired with a preposition. And then when you pair it with a preposition, it takes on a different meaning. So brings in, brings up, brings out, and brings along all came from the same verb. But because it's paired with different prepositions, all these 4 PVs have different meanings. What does PV stand for, people? Can you tell me? PV? What is it? P and V. I tell you, huh? What does it stand for? Very close, Coca-Cola. You're very close. You got the second word. Uh-huh. Give it a try, the first word. Give it a try. Ah, very good, Kiera. So thank you for helping each other. It's phrasal verb. Okay, I need to define this and talk to you about this because phrasal verbs are very commonly tested collocations in the examination. They can either use it in comprehension clause, they can use it in vocab, or they can use it in the different passages for your comprehension. And you should know that different phrasal verbs have different meanings. Okay, now what are the meanings of these phrasal verbs? When you bring in something, it means what are you bringing in to the table, huh? For this company, that means to introduce or to incorporate, yeah? To introduce or incorporate. Now, how about bring up? Let's say, for example, you're having a conversation with your friend, huh? And then while you're having a conversation with your friend suddenly says, "Hey, huh? You remember that time you borrowed $50 from me, huh?" And then this friend said it in front of everyone. So Ronnie number 1 goes and say, "Why do you have to bring it up in front of everyone?" Okay. So when you bring up something, that means what? Okay, you mention or you raise a topic. Okay. Mention or raise a topic. Are they yellow sticks French fries? Yes! Coca-Cola, yes, they are French fries. Their names are Ronnie. They're all Ronnies. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for noticing. Talk about something. Correct, Kiera. Okay. Well, bring out. You're all giving the answer. Bring out. You're all correct. Good job. Because when something brings out something, that means it highlights. Okay, highlights. Or enhances, right? Enhance something. So what the question was saying was, what the person in the question, the speaker was saying, the color of the jacket actually enhances and highlights the color of the person's eyes. Wow, wow, wow. Um, do you teach physical lessons? Hello, how do I pronounce your name? Rayox fan. I used to. Okay, this year I don't. But trust me, all the other writers of word teachers will handle you with tender love and care. Okay. But if you want to see me, then join my live. Okay, at 5:30. Yeah, Rayox fan. Okay. Now, brings along. This one is pretty easy. If you bring along something, you take something with you now. So that one pretty straightforward. So you're all correct. The answer is brings out. All right. Number 14. Let's go. Lester blanked that we go to his house for a meal and we obliged. Okay. What did Lester do, people, and how did he say it? Okay. Ozil was very quick. Well, you say it's number 4. Lester insisted, is it? Well, what do you all think Lester said, and in what manner did he say it? I think those are the words um, given to you in the options. Okay, number 3. Number 3. Kiara also says number 3. You see how we oblige. That also gives you the clue and in what manner is that. Juliana, hello Juliana, welcome to you. Okay, you're all saying insisted. Let me give you the meaning of each word, and maybe you want to reconsider if you want, or after I give you the meaning, you can say, "Teacher, I stand by my initial response. It's correct." So when you allege something, right, you claim something to be true. Claim something without proof, huh? Not good. Not good to do this. Okay. When you claim something, okay, you claim something, that means you state something as a fact. You state something as a fact. So I claim that I am gonna claim that all of you will ace your examinations with flying colors. Yes. And then if you insist on something, you demand it firmly. Demand it firmly. And of course, if you protest, you disagree, right? Okay, express strong objection. No, cannot, don't want. Like that. So for this case, Lester actually demanded for all of us to go to his house for a meal, and then you obliged to his demand, right? So the answer is you're all correct. Number 3. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now, let's move on to the last number of this section. Wow, idiomatic expressions. Let's see if you know the meanings of these idioms. Read the question, please. It is better to do things slowly and properly as blank. Is it? Okay. Wow, Kiara, that was fast. You say it's number 1. Haste makes waste. Wow, it rhymes. Okay, who else? Who else? Who else? Are you all familiar with these idioms right here in the choices? Coca-Cola says, I don't know. I like the honesty of Coca-Cola. It's fine if you don't know. You're here to learn. Okay. Also, people online, we shall not judge anyone or whatever they all choose to answer. Huh? Um, no usage of profanities. This is a safe space for us to learn. Okay. Kiara says 1. Ozu says 1. Coca-Cola. Even if you don't know, can you give it a try? Just so you start getting that mentality that during examination and when you answer something, if you don't know, I'd rather you try and get it wrongly than you don't try at all. Yeah. Amir Matson just joined back. Hello, Amir Matson. Welcome back to yo. Okay. Coca-Cola, you want to give it a guess? Even if you don't know? Try. Try and try until you succeed. Okay. One more. Before I reveal, you all be strong. This is the last question for the vocabulary. We have to end strong for this one. I really don't know the meanings of the idioms. Okay. I shall tell you the meaning, Coca-Cola. We shall learn the meanings. Okay. Now, the first one, haste makes wastes. Okay. This one from the keywords itself, it's kind of perhaps um, you can do a quick contextual clue here. Haste is when you are in a rush, right? And when you are rushing, you make waste, okay? So that gives you a clue that perhaps this idiom means that when you rush through the tasks that you do, it often leads to mistakes. So it's better that you don't rush them, yeah? So for this one, we say rushing through. Rushing through tasks often leads to mistake. Okay, so no rush, no rush. Do it carefully. Okay, now still water runs deep. I like this line. Still water runs deep. Now think about it, Coca-Cola. Think about still water. Think about people who are quiet, who are reserved, right? But even when they don't always talk, or even when they don't always express what they feel, um, they may be deep. They may be people who have very good ideas, who have very deep thoughts, and who have very quality ideas. Yeah. So someone who is quiet. Okay, someone. I'm just gonna draw a person here who is quiet may have deep thoughts. Also, if they're quiet, don't just dismiss them to be people who don't want to talk. It may be that they're actually thinking about something, yeah, or they are contemplating on something. Okay, now, how about a stitch in time saves 9? Wow, so nice. They gave you options that are rhyming. A stitch in time saves 9. Okay, this one is like you have to know the meaning because it's pretty read between the lines. Taking care of a problem early. Okay, it means taking care of a problem early can prevent it. Wow. Prevent it from becoming worse. So basically, don't wait for the problem to worsen. Okay, if immediately you saw little issues, if you fix them, if you put out the fire, the little fire, it's not gonna grow into a bigger fire, right? And finally, the one here that says, "Time and tide, wait for no man." I was laughing when I was preparing for this lesson because I play Mobile Legends, and there is one character in Mobile Legends that says this, "Time and tide, wait for no man." So I remember the character. So wait for no man. That means time waits for no one. Okay, time will continue to move forward regardless of your actions. Whatever your actions are, time will continue. Yeah? Okay. So given these meanings, people, do you want to reconsider your answer, or are you sure with number one? One final question. Are you sure with number one? Or are you gonna change your answer? Now, Coca-Cola, can you try and give me your answer? Or see, very good. I'm proud of you. Very good. It is number one. Haste makes waste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, very good. So better to do things slowly and carefully so you don't end up committing mistakes. Sometimes you rush, 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 and then explanation for option two is not correct. Huh? Still water runs deep. What describe may have deep thoughts. Give me your other explanation, Harajuku. Mhm. Give me a more accurate explanation from you, Harajuku. I am open to a more accurate explanation, Harajuku. Hmm. Still water runs deep. It may be also how ha. Mhm. I have gotten this definition from Cambridge Dictionary. So you give me your other explanation if you have one, and you tell me your source also, so we can compare. Okay, Harajuku, welcome to you. All right, now, while waiting for your response, Harajuku, let's move on to another section of this paper that combines both spelling and grammar, which is, you know it, you know it. Very easy, the editing passage today is very easy. It's a very simple diary entry. Yay! Now, a person who is quiet and shy, but who might know a lot of knowledge, a lot or knowledgeable. I shall accept that, Harajuku. So this one, a bit more particular and specific, which I will totally accept as another meaning for still water runs deep. So, uh, when you meet people who are very reserved, just because they don't talk much doesn't mean they don't know much. Okay, because a lot of times in the world, we often confuse too much talking and confidence for wisdom, right? But sometimes people can just talk and repeat and not make any sense, right? But still water runs deep means to say there are quiet and reserved people who actually knows a lot. They are just they know when to talk, they know when their ideas are needed, and so that's why in those cases, that's why we can say, oh wow, maybe after about a few days somebody finally talked, like, oh wow, he finally talked, he'd never talked in the past few meetings, but when he talked, oh, I am blown away by the ideas. Still water indeed runs deep. Wow. Okay, thank you, Harajuku, thank you so much. Do you have any tips on how to improve vocabulary? Coca-Cola, that's a good question. It connects well to our lesson as well. So before I move on to editing officially, a few tips on how to further improve your vocabulary. Okay, I'll give you two tips. Okay, first things first. There is a huge difference between organic and deliberate learning. When I say organic learning, you are actually learning from your everyday conversations with people, from your classes with your teacher. They say words, right? Then you learn from it. Eventually, contextually, you learn how to use the word. That's very organic learning. You learn even when you don't intend to. Organic learning, however, the level and the pace of your learning may differ, okay? Because you all have different abilities and level of English mastery. That's why I always tell you to be more deliberate. Go for deliberate learning. That means to say, Go for ways to actually learn something and put an effort to do it. Two things to improve your vocabulary. Number one is to expose yourself to practices. And when you expose yourself to practices, for example, you do vocab questions, right? Even when you get the correct answer, try your best to get the meaning of all the other options and then test yourself um, to try and use them in a sentence. Okay, so don't stop with, yeah, I got the right answer, it's number four. Move on to the next question. You want to really grow your vocabulary, get the meanings of all the other words. Once you get the meaning, try to test yourself to use it in a sentence, just so you do a quick active recall, and then you test yourself whether you understood it correctly. That's number one. Expose yourself to practices. Number two, for vocabulary, um, I know a lot of teachers and perhaps your parents tell you to read more. Read more, but be more deliberate about it. Don't just read blindly. Okay, while you read, right? While you read, highlight. Highlight and define words that you don't know. Never move on in your reading session unless you understood what that word meant. Okay, so these two options I'm giving you are two things that are deliberate. You have to purposefully do it. Yeah, so read but with intention. Read with intention. Highlight along the way. If you don't understand the word, get a dictionary. You may have your own handphone with you. Search the meaning of the word. Okay, we good with that, huh? Coca-Cola. And if you want to go more deliberate about it, even in your everyday conversation with people, there will be times you'll be talking with someone and that person will drop a word you don't understand. And what I always tell my students, have the humility and courage to actually ask, what did you say? What does that word mean? Yeah, and that's how you continue growing your vocabulary. Don't say yes, yes, sure, sure, yeah, but then you don't understand what she said. Okay, oh, she just dropped a word. Okay, they may be using a slang from their generation whatsoever. Okay, happens to me every time in class. My students say a word I don't know, but I always ask, what do you mean by that word? Can you say it again? How do you spell it? I always do it. What, you just said something, can you say the word again? What do you mean by that? And then I go all the way to, like, how do you spell it? So, and then I go all the way to, so I can say, then I give an example, and then the person confirms, yes, that's how the word is used. Then there you go. You just added a new word to your bank. Yeah. So expose yourself to more practices. Read with purpose. Yeah. Okay. Now let's just start our editing session, but we have to do this in a quick fire round because this is easy. So this is very easy. Quick fire round. Let's go through very quickly. I shall highlight where I read. Okay. Dear diary. My first day in school was memorable. I could still recall. I could still recall the events that happened even after a long time. What? Can you remember your first day of school? I shall tell you a very interesting story about my first day in school. I can tell you I will never ever forget it in my whole life. Now, Coca-Cola. Whenever you're saying whenever is it, I reminisce my primary school life. I will feel nostalgic. Okay, two words. Let's start with number 39. Whenever. Well done. Very good. Quick fire round. Good job. You're doing a good job starting off. Whenever. Okay, whenever basically means every time. Yeah, every time I reminisce, every time I remember, I will feel nostalgic. Okay, nostalgic is a word that means to say you feel a bit happy now. When you look back and you remember what happened in the past, you feel a bit happy and a little bit of mixture of sadness when you remember something. Mix of feeling of happiness and sadness, with the memory that you just remembered. Nostalgic. Okay, Coca-Cola and Kiara gave me their spelling. Anyone else? Ozil also gave me his spelling. Well done. Okay, so this is a spelling. I'm going to change this nostalgic. Okay, and one quick reminder for when you correct a spelling error in editing, correct just the spelling, people. Do not change it. It's the wrong spelling is plural. Keep it plural, huh? If there's an S in the end, put an S in the end. If the wrong spelling is in past tense, keep it past tense. Don't change the grammar. Just correct the spelling. Okay. Now, let's continue the first day of school story, huh? I woke up to the sound of my alarm clock early that morning, and a wave of excitement overwhelmed me. There's just one wrong. How to spell overwhelmed, people? Spell it for me, please. Thank you. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. I see. I see. Good job. Well done. Over and then WHELMED. Good job. Now, I got ready for school while my mother packed my snack box filled with nutritious food. Entering into the school premises, okay, the word is premises. You're referring to a word where it's like a land or a building owned by someone or an organization. Of course, like you say school premises, this is the place owned by the school. Okay? How to spell premises? It's like promises, but you change one letter. Good job. Prep. Premises. Very good. Now, I had a simultaneous feeling of joy and fear. Many boys and girls were seen playing merrily at the school compound. Many boys and girls were seeing playing. Very good, very good. Many boys and girls were seen playing merrily at the school compound. Good job, good job. Now, how could they be so happy without their mothers? You know, some kids, right? First day of school, kids cry. Can you recall if you cried on your first day of school? Did you cry? No, I don't want to go in. I don't want, mommy. Do you do that? Mm-hmm. You shall no embarrassment here. You can be honest. Quite a lot of kids. Yes, Coca-Cola. It depends now. Yeah, there are kids who actually really cry because it's a very new environment and new set of people around them, and they're not used to it, which is totally understandable. Understand? I had attachment issues. Nope. Oh, Ozil did not. Okay. Um, even as I teach, right, there are still students, for example, some of you think it's just like primary or preschool, right? But yeah, mostly preschool, but even primary, I still have a student who come to my class. This one happened last year. She was P3. She cried on my first lesson because she didn't want to go inside the room. So I allowed her mommy inside to send her inside about 5 minutes now. Once she got comfortable in her seat, then mommy was allowed to leave. Then she stopped crying. But it's totally fine now. It's totally fine. The moment you are made to feel that it's a safe environment for you, people welcome you, should be okay. I cried before going to school every day. So cute. As long as you don't cry now anymore, that should be fine, Coca-Cola. Okay? Now, in the classroom, the mood was intensive. Was the mood intensive? Do you say the mood was intensive? Okay, intensive. There is a more appropriate word for this. This is wrong. The mood was what? Ah, correct. Intense. Okay. There is difference, huh? When you say that something is intense, it's like strong, right? It's deep and it's extreme in degree, right? But when you say something it is intensive, it involves high degree of effort. That's why our PSLE composition writing is called an intensive crash course. It's called an intensive crash course. It's because it's 3 hours. We're doing an intense summary. Every minute and every second counts because we're teaching you very good exam techniques and topics. So that's what is why it's called intensive. Okay, but intense is different. Okay, very good. We did not know what to expect. As soon as I got used to the routine for scheduled classes, I finally understood the importance of having a disciplined life. How to spell discipline, people? This one wrong spelling. Spell it for me. Mm-hmm. Coca-Cola. There's two letters that you switched. May have been your typing quickly. Discipline, discipline. Very good. Mm-hmm. Good job. Mm-hmm. Well done. Okay. And its benefits. If any of us misbehaved, another wrong spelling, can you spell misbehave for me? Mhm. Misbehave, misbehave. Let's go. How to spell misbehave? And its benefits. If any of us misbehaved, okay, misbehaved, huh? Keep that tense. Coca-Cola. Oh, very. I like that you follow the letter D. Okay, good job. Miss Miss only. Oh, hello Eve. Welcome Eve. Thank you for giving me your answer. Okay, misbehaved or did not pay attention in class. Our teachers could reprimand us, inform our parents. Do you say our teachers could? Could is correctly spelled here, so this is obviously a grammatical error. What is the right modal verb that we are going to use here? Would, is it? Well done. Good job. It should be would. Now, there's two differences here. You talk about would for when you talk about a possible future action that's going to happen, right? Okay. Could also, yeah, but could can also mean to say that someone's ability to do something now. So would is a more appropriate word here. Well done. Okay. My form teachers, okay. My form teachers then went through our school rules before getting us to introduce myself to the classmates. Keep in mind you're referring to us. So if it's us, it's not myself, but what? This should be easy. You have to be hawk-eyed to look out for these very important keywords to know what the right answer is. Okay. Getting us to introduce what? Ourselves. Well done. Ourselves. Good job. Okay. Ourselves. Now, I started to enjoy the conducive environment, commonly misspelled word for primary students and even secondary ones, okay? Environments in my class. During snack break, I shared my food with one of my classmates. That marks the start of our beautiful friendship. So nice. How to spell environment, huh? Mm-hmm. Good, you didn't miss the letter that students always miss. Normally, when students spell environment, they always do like this. Environment. So they always miss the N here. Sometimes they miss the T as well at the end. Okay, so be careful. Environment. Same thing for government. Okay, okay. Well done. Good job, good job, good job. Now is the time, story time. I shall tell you why my first day of school is also very, very memorable. Jackie Chan is our topic for the comprehension close today. But before I start about Jackie Chan, I shall tell you my memorable first day of school. So it was preschool. The reason why I remembered it is because I did something naughty on my first day of school, people of the world. So we had a break in the middle of the morning. Okay, so class, break. They allowed us to leave the classroom, but we are still within the school, of course, within the school premises. But the person guarding the main door kind of left very quickly to go to the toilet, and the door was left open. What? The door was left open, people. And during my first day of school, I told my mother, I told her, you wait for me outside in that little square outside. My mother said, yeah, sure, I'll wait for you outside in that little square. So I sneaked out of the school when I got the chance to do so. And when I saw that my mother was not there, because of course it wasn't dismissal time. I sneaked out during school hours, you see. I was so disappointed that she wasn't there. I was expecting her to be there. I started walking back home. Yeah. Walk back home very far. So my house very far from school. I was K1. K1, K1, walk home. I walk. Hello, Kai! Welcome. Yay! Put yay sound effect for Kai. Now, good question, Coca-Cola. Yes, I knew how to walk home from school when I was K1 because I used to accompany my sister going to the same school. So I somehow memorized the way on the way to school, but the school is quite far. So by the time I was halfway through, I was in the middle of the main road. I started crying because I got tired walking. So I cried. I was at the side of the road. I started crying. And then you know what's funny, huh? My mother riding motorcycle, huh? She passed by me. She passed by me. I was crying at the side of the road. And then I said, I of course I didn't have the chance to call her out. It was very fast. I saw her pass by. And then I started crying. And then there was a good Samaritan who actually approached me, tell me, how are you? Why are you crying? Then she brought me back to school. When I was back in school, um, my grandparents were there. My family was there. Very angry at the school. So that is the first day of school story. We shall continue. Ta-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Now, hello, Kai. Okay. Very. Were you mischievous as a child? I was not. I was a good student. I was a nice child because my mom very fierce one. You go mischievous, huh? My mother will pounce on you. But that time, I honestly just thought I was allowed to leave. And she was not outside, so I started walking home. I got tired, I cried. Okay? Now, do you know Jackie Chan? First question. Are you all aware who Jackie Chan is? Before I start this compre, because a big topic is this person called Jackie Chan. I'm going to cry if you don't know him. Jackie Chan. Yes, Kung Fu. How about Kai? Um, just to see Kiera, Ozil. You all know who Jackie Chan is? Just wondering, huh? Are you aware who Jackie Chan is? Huh? Mm. If you don't know, you might want to check out some of his movies. He's very amazing. He has very amazing stunts. You know who Jackie Chan is. Very good. Yes, I'm happy. So we shall start and talk about Jackie Chan in our comprehension close. Let's go, people. Let's go. Jackie Chan was a Hong Kong-born Chinese stuntman, actor, and director. Wow. Let's not use red. Red, very dark. Okay. His dangerous acrobatic stunts and engaging physical humor made him an action film star in Asia and helped to bring kung fu movies blank the mainstream of American cinema. I shall give you a clue. It pairs with the word bring. Remember earlier in our vocab questions, we had a lot of phrasal verbs. This is another phrasal verb. Mhm. Kiara says into. Coca-Cola says bring to. Anyone else who has a suggestion what the right answer is? Now, very close. Into as well. Okay, the right word that pairs with the word bring is should be into. So some of you might say, teacher, isn't it bring in or bring to? Why bring into? Bring into is the accurate term for when you talk about something that enters or is introduced in a specific place or state or situation. It involves a more direct transition into something. So that's why it has to be bring into. Okay. So Jackie Chan actually helped to bring kung fu movies into the mainstream American cinema. Okay, let's move on, people. Chan and his family blanked to Australia when he was 6. Remember, he was Hong Kong born. So how do you say this? Chan and his family blanked to Australia when he was 6. What's the right word? I see. I have reach, came, moved, immigrated, PHPPS. The code. Oh, PHPPS, is that an acronym for a movie? What's fraction? What's PHPPS? I don't know. I don't know. Fraction, you have to tell us what's PHPPS, huh? Now, the word, the correct word, ah. I thought you were talking about a movie of Jackie Chan. Okay, so the right word is actually moved to. Okay. Now, Chan and his family moved to Australia when he was 6. The following year, people, his parents sent him back to Hong Kong to blank. Okay, a strict boarding school. What do you do? Do you join a school? Do you attend a school? Do you enter a school? Do you admit into a school? What's the word? Okay. To blank, then school, huh? Very good, Belle. Very good, Kiera. Very quick as well. Ozil, well done. To attend a strict boarding school. This is where Jackie Chan got his training. He studied acrobatics, singing, and martial arts. Oh, I didn't know. Jackie Chan actually sings, huh? Okay, that's perfect. He studied acrobatics, singing, and martial arts. These blank, okay, we're talking about the things that were just mentioned, martial arts, singing, and acrobatics. These blank landed him roles as a child actor and later as a stuntman. So what do you call these things? Oh, Kiara was very quick. She says these are called skills. These skills. Do you all agree with Kiara's answer, people? These what? These. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna give you 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Very good. Ozil also gave it skills. Has to be plural because the previous things mentioned were 3 items. It's plural. These skills landed him roles as a child actor and later as a stuntman. Chan often traveled back and what? Oh, very easy. This is a collocation. Words that always go together. You always say back and. Well done. Back and forth. Okay, to and fro. To visit his parents and work. So Jackie Chan has been visiting his parents and work in Australia. However, he finally made a decision to blank to Hong Kong, a place he called his permanent home. So he made a decision to what? So he went to Australia, right? They moved there, but he made a decision to what? Ozil, I need a word where you've been here, you move somewhere else, and what's the word when you here, you go here, and then you move back? What's the one word for it? Nobody knows me. Got the word. Thank you. Nobody knows me. Even when we don't know you, we appreciate you. Okay. Return to Hong Kong, a place he called his permanent home. Good job, people. Now, Chan started his career by appearing in blank roles in 2 films which starred Bruce Lee. Do you know Bruce Lee? You should know. If you know Jackie Chan, you should know Bruce Lee. Okay? Now, the rising martial arts superstar back then. So we're talking about the beginnings of Jackie Chan. This is just the beginning. So if he just started, what do you call it? When just little roles one, not major ones. He's not the main character of the movies that he is in at the moment during that time. Very good. So minor roles, okay? So he's like a sidekick or he appeared in some parts, okay? Minor roles in 2 films. Not long after Lee's untimely death, so sad. Not long after Lee's untimely death, Chan got his big break and started receiving offers. Hello, Rai! Welcome back! Okay, so not long after, back to the. Not long after Lee's untimely death, Chan got his big break and started receiving offers to take on major roles. So you see, the minor one is a better word here because you see the contextual clue, they gave you the antonym. Okay. In films, this is full stop, blank, he started writing, directing, and starring in his own movies. So we talk about like fast forward to the future. What's the correct conjunction that you use here? People. It starts with letter E. Think about it. Yeah, it's not unfortunate, huh? Nobody knows me. It's good, mom, because he started getting major roles, and then moving on, he started writing, directing, and very good, very good, very good. It's eventually. He started writing, directing, and starring in his own movies. His own stunts were often extraordinarily dangerous. Okay, and he nearly died. He nearly died from a fall that fractured his skull and blank his hearing. His skull and what? What happened to him? What his hearing? This one sad one. What happened to his hearing? Kira, you've been very quick. Kira, you're very good in your country, huh? Very good. Meg, very close. Ima, very close. He lost his hearing. Okay. Now, Chan sustained many injuries as a blank of doing his stunt work. It is a collocation that goes with as a blank of doing his stunt work. Okay. This is effect. This is cause. So when you're combining two things, you can say as a, very good, as a result. In 2016, Chan became the first Chinese actor to receive an honorary Academy Award. Blank recognized his distinctive international career. Wow! Good job, Jackie Chan. Okay, so which is it? Which recognized his distinctive international? Anyone else have the same answer, or do you choose a different word for this? Which can't I? My question for you people: can't I use that for this sentence? Must it be which? You see, nobody knows me. Also say, can it be that, or must it be which? This one you need to know the difference, because a lot of students just interchange that and which, but there is actually a main difference. Okay, think about this. So you use which. Okay, you use which for when you are introducing a non-restrictive relative clause. In short, you use which for when you give additional information. If you omit that information, it's okay. The content of the sentence is not changed. Okay? You however, when you use that, you need it for restrictive clauses. Restrict restrictive clause. That means to say, if you omit the clause, it will change the meaning of the sentence. So which for just additional information that can be omitted, but that is when you use it for restrictive clauses, which you use this to specify which particular noun you are referring to. Okay, so for this case, recognized his distinctive international career. This is an additional information. If we omit this part, the sentence can still stand. Therefore, the answer is which. Okay. Now, to give it a more clear explanation, right? Look at this two sample sentences, huh? I can say that my bike that has a broken seat is in the garage. So for this case that I'm using that, my sentence could mean that I may have more than one bike. If you go to my garage, you may see 5 bikes there. But I said my bike that has a broken seat, right? That means to say I am specifying which bike I'm talking about. Okay, so you cannot omit this part. Otherwise, you will not know which bike I'm talking about, correct? However, if I say my bike which has a broken seat is in the garage. That basically means this is an additional information. I'm not saying I have other bikes. I'm just saying I have a bike. It has a broken seat. It's in the garage. Okay, if I cancel this, it's okay. I can still say my bike is in the garage. But for the word that, I am expressing that there's more than one bike. And the bike I'm talking about is the one that has a broken seat. Okay? Okay, people? So use which for additional information that can be omitted. Use that for when you use it for restrictive clauses that is an information that needs to be there to specify which noun are you referring to. Okay? All right, let's move on. Now, Chan had done it the hard way to blank his dreams and goals. Okay, this one, collocation. What do you do with dreams and goals? You want to what? You want to what them? What do you want? There's another word that you use for it. Okay, he had done it the hard way. He has been through so many dangers, put himself in danger. He has been injured so many times, lost his hearing. Very good. The word is achieve. Okay, to achieve his dreams and goals, to be an international cinematic star. Okay, he also founded the Jackie Chan Charitable Organization in 1998 and is directly involved in providing financial what to schools and universities around the world. Financial, it pairs with the word financial. This is a collocation. His foundation and his charitable institution actually provides financial to schools and universities around the world. Support. I will accept support. I will accept assistance. Okay. He is a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador who has campaigned blank animal abuse and pollution. Okay, talk about things that you don't want people to support. You say campaign what? These are your keywords. Campaign, very, very, very good. Campaigned against. Cannot campaign for Ozil. Ozil, we're talking about animal abuse and pollution. Very good, Ozil. So when doing your compre close, be careful. Sometimes you have to read after the blank because the clues may be before or after the blank. Okay. Now, he has also assisted with disaster relief, blank to the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami victims. Relief what? He has also assisted with disaster relief blank to the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami victims. Chan is truly one of the pride in the international film industry. What a good man! So, this one quite challenging, yeah? It goes with disaster relief, everyone. The full term is disaster relief what? Starts with letter E. Come on, be strong. We're down to the last number. Let's go, people. Let's go. Disaster relief. I'm back. Hi, I'm back, bestie. Hello, Benjamin. Benjamin, welcome. Skip that part. Oh, Kiara, you tried. I'm happy you tried. You got it correctly. Effort. Cannot skip that part, huh? Nobody knows me, huh? Effort. Disaster relief effort. Good job, good job, good job. Okay. My Kyla, remember, I told my name. Huh? Benjamin, what? What's my Kyla? Number. I shall share with you now a few things before I go. I haven't gone through this, okay, this part here for your oral. Now, before I go, my name is Kyla. Sorry, Benjamin. I shall call you Kyla. Teacher, very forgetful. Kyla, thank you for coming. Now, those of you who are about to take your oral exams for PSLE, and those of you who are not taking oral exams, you can also stay. This is good for you to know how to tackle oral examinations or interviews, might be. So, when you do oral examinations, there's always two things that you need to think about. You have to know what to say. That means you have to strengthen your content knowledge, your knowledge about different topics, and you have to know how to say it. How do you deliver your answer? What is your posture, the tone of your voice, your eye contact, um, your gestures maybe. So I will have some suggestions for you on what you can do to beef up your content and to make sure that you know how to deliver your things, how to deliver your responses during oral examinations. Okay, so first things first, very quickly, give me a moment. Now, first things first, for your content, so that you don't divert to all other topics, and you don't go off the topic, or you don't start talking about things that does not directly answer the question. Make sure to follow a structure when you say your answer. This goes for anything. When you go for DSA interviews, when you go for a job interview, when you go for a seminar and you're a speaker, when you go for an oral exam, follow a structure as to how you want to organize your thought. Which idea do you say first and next? That should help you express yourself better, and so the listener can follow your train of thought. Okay? Now, the second thing to improve your content is to revise. This one is very specific for examination. Revise popular exam topics. They are always repeated. Okay, questions might be different, but there's always selected topics that are evergreen. Okay, for example, the environment, technology, yeah, family, hobbies. All these things may be questions that you can practice talking about, because if you're very well versed with these topics, you can still somehow relate them and give important things and explanations for them. And finally, so that the listener or the examiner can really accurately know which part of response you're in, use good transitional mhm, transitional phrases. What do I mean by this? Um, Drop some signposts so they know where you are. So you go say firstly, secondly, and lastly. The moment you say these words, you sound like an expert. But number two, they know that, oh, she's about to end her answer. Also, for example, I say in a nutshell, in summary, all in all, like, oh, she's giving her summary now. Okay, she's about to end. Okay. Or for example, I go and say, for example, to elaborate, oh, she's going to elaborate on the point that she just said. So it's very easy to follow you and understand you when you drop keywords like this, signposting. Use good transitional phrases. Okay? Now, finally, teacher, I don't want to talk. How can I ace this examination? I don't like oral exams. You can still practice it. Okay, you can still practice it. It's very important that you develop your speaking skills, because it's going to bring you forward whatever industry you choose to do when you grow, because you are going to communicate with everyone you work with. Yeah. So, how to make sure that you are able to practice your delivery? Number one, simulate. Do the examination with your friends. Be the examiner and then exchange roles. If you are not, you can also do it with your family or with your sister or brother. Make them the examiner and let them ask questions to you and try it out. Okay? Teacher, I don't want to talk to other people. I'm very shy. You don't want to talk to other people. Practice in front of a what? Practice in front of a mirror. Okay, talk to yourself. You will see like, oh my god, I'm slouching when I talk. I keep blinking my eye like that. Okay, if you're very shy to talk to other people, practice in front of a mirror. And finally, one very good thing you can do is to record yourself. Okay, you may have your own phone or borrow your parents' phone. Practice giving one response to a question, record yourself, and then play back. The moment you play back, you will definitely see a lot of things. Oh, I seem to be very stiff. I need to use my hands more to release the tension and also to be more open. I need to um, improve my posture when I'm talking, or I need to speak slower. I seem to be speaking too fast. Okay, these are your options. Uh, the best thing you can do is to always beef up your content, learn more about popularly tested topics, and at the same time, practice delivering your responses. Say it out loud in front of someone or in front of yourself. Okay, everyone? All right, thank you everyone for joining me today. This coming Friday, there will be no live because it's holiday. Yay! But nonetheless, we will have a live session on Sunday, and very interestingly, we will be at our Aperia branch. So you will see a different background because you will see our branch in Aperia Mall in Kalam. Okay, so can I be a moderator? Kyla, you want to be a moderator for us, huh? You DM us, tell us what time can you offer us for moderation. Yeah, Kyla, you DM us, tell us that you are interested. Teacher, I'm interested to moderate your live. Okay, okay. Thank you, Kyla. Thank you, everyone. Hope you have a good long weekend ahead. So nice. Ronnie's will miss all of you, but we shall see you again on Sunday. Goodbye. Coca-Cola, how to improve English writing. Coca-Cola, there's a lot of things. Okay, let me answer one last question. Remember, I'm performing. Oh, you're performing, Kyla. So good. Good luck for your performance, Kyla. Coca-Cola, I shall entertain that question one last time before I go, okay? Because this one is important. So Coca-Cola writing is it's a long process for you to continue improving your writing. Yeah, it's a lifelong process because writing is a combination of many skills. Okay, that's why it's understandable for a lot of students to struggle to write because it's not easy. There's a lot of things and processes involved when you write. You have to think about punctuation, spelling, sentence structure, the vocabulary that you're supposed to use, and especially if it's examination, are you still talking about the topic that you have chosen for that examination? So it involves a lot of skills put together into one, so it's not easy to master. However, you can study for it and you can become an effective writer, whichever level you are in currently. Okay, firstly, how? Thank you, teacher, for answering. Firstly, how Coca-Cola? I would suggest you join our lessons in Writers at Work. I'm not joking. I know I'm a teacher here, but we build our curriculum based on our 13 years of understanding. We have tried and tested many different methods to find the right method to teach writing in a very structured way for our students to learn and to love writing as a lifelong skill that you have, and also to help you ace your examination. That's number one. Number two, at home, you can still do your own efforts to continue improving writing, Coca-Cola, but you have to think about your goals. If you want to be a good writer, English writer in general, then do well in school and start doing your own writing practices, and at the same time deliberate reading and deliberate writing. But of course, it's different when you talk about how to be writing good English writing for examinations, because the efforts might be different, slightly different, just so it's tailored to make sure that you um, do well for examinations. For example, what we do here is we teach you a very good and curated set of story banks, essays that teach you high level, A1 level vocabulary. We want you to master these essays so that you can use them for your O level examination, for example. Okay. But Coca-Cola, you're already taking up your O levels. That means the next step for you would either be GP, right? The writing requirement over the course of your academic career always goes up. So continue strengthening your vocabulary. I say deliberate reading, but I would also suggest that you go for structured learning to centers that will help you with what you are aiming for specifically. Okay? And finally, continue joining our live. Okay, we shall see you again, Coca-Cola, and all the rest of you, Kyla. Kyler and Ozil, and Kai who just dropped by to say hi. Kiara, thank you. Nobody knows me. Thank you all for coming today. We shall see you one more time. Bye, everyone. Enjoy your NDP break.